Pakistan will soon be put back on the terror financing watch list by the Financial Action Task Force, an internal governmental body which develops policies to combat terror funding. 3 years after it was removed from the list, Pakistan has now been shamed globally again for sponsoring terror. Pakistan will get on that list from June 2018. They have time until then to make changes in their actions against terror groups. Being back on the list will place it under greater international scrutiny, make it more difficult to access overseas funding and directly hit its already ailing economy. The move is a part of a broader US strategy to pressure Pakistan to cut alleged links to terrorists waging chaos. Earlier, China, Turkey and the Gulf Cooperation Council were opposing the US-led move, but in the meeting, both dropped their opposition. My colleague Hamza now joins me live from Islamabad on this story. Hamza, how is this latest development being viewed in Islamabad circles?
Well, Polami, the serious concerns are actually being raised in Pakistan across political circles and also across analysts and strategic analysts who actually are talking about the inefficiency of Pakistani government and the military establishment primarily for failing to take actions against organizations such as Falah Insaniyat Foundation, Jamaat-ud-Dawa and Hafiz Saeed himself. And that is why they say that, no matter it's a 3 months waiver for Pakistan, questions should be raised and asked on why Pakistan has failed to meet up to the expectation of FATF, not only for the sake of, getting global criticism, but also for the sake that Pakistan needs to act against terror. And if it is not doing so, then a 3 months waiver does not do much of comfort or bring comfort for Pakistan.
Right. Also, Hamza, the fact that China, an all-weather ally of Pakistan, did not oppose this move of Pakistan being put on the grey list by the FATF, how is that being viewed?
Well, in Pakistan, this is being said that, when you cannot actually have friends coming after your rescue every time on your failures, and that is certainly being considered as a failure of Pakistan, that, it could not actually satisfy the FATF planetary, team on Pakistan's efforts, though Pakistan has been claiming that Pakistan has done more than enough and now the world needs to do more, but unfortunately enough, now from Pakistan itself, after the FATF 3 months waiver, and a 3 months breather for Pakistan, concerns are being very, very clearly voiced out that Pakistan needs to do more, and that is that there is no other way forward, because if that does not happen, then obviously there are sanctions in the line, there are financial repercussions that Pakistan will have to face, taxation will increase, banking charges will increase, and that is going to affect the people. So the people in Pakistan are actually raising serious concerns over the capability not only of the ruling government itself, but primarily of the military establishment.
Right. Hamza, just stay on with us. We have our Foreign Affairs editor Geeta Mohan joining us on the phone line as well. Geeta, how could this decision by the FATF to put Pakistan on the grey list hurt Pakistan economically?
Am I on?
Okay, we seem to have some audio trouble with Geeta. We'll try and rectify that at the soonest, but Hamza still with us live from Islamabad. Hamza, how could this hurt Pakistan economically? The question that I was putting to Geeta, what are the apprehensions in Islamabad circles?
Well, Pakistani, financial analysts actually say that it might not hurt Pakistan that much, because Pakistan already has been in the grey list before and was taken out later in 2015. But going forward, Pakistan does not see too much of a difficult course of Pakistan's movement. But it does say that there will be a slight increase in taxation, there will be a slight increase in scrutiny of Pakistani's banking transactions, of individuals, of companies with other companies abroad, and obviously there are going to be concerns on foreign direct investments coming into Pakistan. That is something that Pakistan is majorly concerned about, and that is why they say that actions needs to be taken. Pakistan does not see itself or wants actually to be on the grey list of FATF
right.
going
Hamza,
forward.
just stay on with us because Mr. Sushant Sareen, defense analyst, in fact, joins us on the phone line right now. Mr. Sareen, this decision to put Pakistan on the grey list, it could be on that. In fact, it could be banned altogether by June 2018 by the FATF to be put on that grey list. How do you think this is going to hurt Pakistan?
No, I think it is going to raise the cost of transactions. Every single transaction will undergo a level of scrutiny, which will cause delays. Delays means money. Many of the stuff which the Pakistanis were able to do or take for granted will not be possible anymore. And in any business decision, the kind of delays that are likely to happen and the kind of intense scrutiny that every transaction will be put through is a little debilitating in any business deal. So that is one. The other is that the message which it sends is that Pakistan is a country which is soft on terrorism, which facilitates terror funding, which actually promotes or supports terror groups which have been proscribed. And the image which this creates in the international business community is not one that any country would really want.
Right.
Then, of course, that is then impact on the kind of loans they are able to transact. And if you look at the Pakistani financial record over the last couple of months, they're virtually going, with a bowl in their hands to the international financial markets to borrow money. Those costs will go up. The interest rates are likely to go up. The bonds which they are planning to float will undergo scrutiny, and many people will not subscribe to those bonds. And if they then go to IMF and World Bank, as is being speculated,
right,
it will cause further trouble for them. So all in all, merely the grey list is certainly going to create a lot of problems for the Pakistani economy, which is already on the ropes.
Right. Mr. Sareen, thank you so much for your inputs. We also have Mr. Peker Sehgal, defense analyst, on the phone line with us. Sir, how do you see this development, especially the fact that China did not oppose the proposal this time?
It's a very interesting development. Pakistan was absolutely threatened by China, Russia, and GCC countries supported by Saudi Arabia, particularly when it is just done a recent quid pro quo with Saudi Arabia by sending 1,000 troops would ensure blockage of this. But unfortunately for Pakistan, it stands totally named and shamed by the global watchdog, and Pakistan has been put on this grey list, which will have enormous economic consequences for Pakistan. International Monetary Fund, financial institutions world over, the World Bank is going to downgrade Pakistan's standing, thereby Pakistan's economy will head towards that collapse. Then the international banking institutions, the financial institutions are going to pull out of Pakistan, and Pakistan business community will find it extremely difficult to raise loans.
Right.
The greatest worry for Pakistan is that Pakistan owes a 300 billion sovereign debt to the rest of the world. This debt has to be serviced by June. Pakistan doesn't have the money to do so. All these years, whenever Pakistan was in a difficulty, it was the United States of America which was coming to their aid and giving them the requisite money to get out of this. Now that the Americans have masterminded this, neither the Americans nor the Chinese are likely to come to the Pakistani assistance.
Right.
With the result, the Pakistan rating internationally will collapse.
Absolutely.
Pakistan will head towards an economic disorientation, disintegration, and economic collapse.
Absolutely. Mr. Sehgal, thank you so much for those inputs. Also, our Foreign Affairs editor Geeta Mohan joins us on the phone line right now. Geeta, 2018 is election year in Pakistan. Which way will Pakistan go? Will it rein in these terror networks that are, in fact, orchestrating chaos in the region from Pakistani soil, or will political compulsions weigh in?
Well, it looks like, Paulami, that 2018 being election year, like you very rightly pointed out, it is going to be very difficult for Pakistan to rein in these terror networks, given that the kind of influence they wield within Pakistan, within the Pakistani establishment, and for any political party to really have space, political space in Pakistan, these elements certainly do matter. But having said that, let's put things in perspective, Paulami. Pakistan was on the grey list of the FATF, the global watchdog on terror financing, in the year between the year 2012 and 2015. They were put off the grey list. So all the hard negotiations that we have done with China, and for the first time we see China not really objecting to India's US, UK, Germany's move, and seeming like it's pro-India rather than pro-Pakistan, is only because China itself is vying for a top position at the FATF. What happens after the negotiations, Poulomi? What happens when China becomes a part of, gets a top position at the FATF? Will China continue to support India then? Or will then China ensure that a concerted effort is made to put Pakistan back off the grey list of the FATF? These are things that need to be considered. For now, it's good news for India. Pakistan technically is on the grey list, and the decision will of it being on the grey list will be in June 2018 when the list will come out. So technically, the decision already has been made. It's only a matter of procedure now.
Okay, it's only a matter of procedure. Geeta Mohan and Hamza Amir, thank you so much for those details.
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you would love to.